Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
Where are we leaking margin?
Everywhere.
People that work with me,
All around us.
they do ask that question. I'm working with a guy, maybe I mentioned him, I talked to you about him before, maybe I did already here, but every month, every time we meet, we go over his bid versus actual. And they were, right, margins, cost, and what's left over from price minus cost, what's left over. And it was terrible. And so going through analysis, I mean, he's bidding at 40, he's getting 19 and 20, right? And that's margin. Bidding at a 40% margin, realizing 19 or 20. He listens to everything we do, so he's going to listen to this. But it wasn't because people were screwing up. It was because of bidding improperly. We were leaving things out that needed to be. He has since corrected that, and we've had to work through low margin bids to get to where he is now. But he's bidding at 45 and getting it.
Yeah.
You don't think his life changed?
Yeah, totally.
I mean,
and that would be the case for most people.
Yeah.
You know,
his margins basically doubled.
I think it's an important thing to recognize if the low margin's your issue, that if customers aren't saying no to you, then you're bidding too low. Like if you win 100% of the jobs you quote, you're bidding too low. Like you should be striving to win. Like even just start at like, hey, I want 50-50. I want to quote jobs and lose 50% of them, because that means that you're hitting a good margin. You're getting the market value. You're getting the better customers who are willing to pay a premium. Like you should be getting no's regularly, right? And that's a good thing. And if you have that mindset of no, like they would say no, then you're taking on work that is not the right kind of work, and you're going to have issues beyond just low margin work, but customers that are expecting cheap stuff, like high quality, cheap price, right? And that's just not a good combination. So that's one area. But I think another one, you mentioned there's mess ups, right? So you think about, okay, we're leaking margin at the front end where we're not giving the right price. We're bidding too low. But then, before we get to our gross profit, we have all these issues that we're running into where we order too much material, and then we have too much waste, and then we, take too much time, and all these kinds of things. We're inefficient. You're leaking margin there. But then you have it on the overhead of we're spending too much money to run our company. And I think, for us, we have salaried employees. We don't have materials, so we don't have a lot of gross expenses, but we have a lot of overhead. And for us, I always think about software. I always think about, meals and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Where you're leaking. Yeah.
Like a simple thing. I've been paying for internet probably for 5 years. And I was paying for, I think it was like $35 a month of priority support if something goes wrong. I didn't even know. It happened to be on the bill. So basically, if I've got an issue, they come out and I don't have to pay the service fee, and they come out like within 24 hours, like maybe not same day, but at least the next day. I have never called for support once in my life for the internet people to come out and fix it. And so I just spent $35 a month for 5 years on something I never use. Now that's not going to like change my business, but that's just one thing. I looked at my cell phone bill. We pay for insurance on every single phone, and it's like $20 a month for this insurance. And I still have to pay a deductible of like $300 if something goes wrong with the phone. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And you just multiply these things out. It's like, oh wow, we're saving so much just by, asking questions.
Yeah. Well, all of those and so many that are familiar to our listeners, the crew stopping at the convenience store, trips to the parts house because he didn't have the right parts. Maybe you lose a whole day on a job that you mowed to already, but the culvert didn't come in, right? I don't know, something. So you wasted a whole day and now you're off. Yeah, it's that question should never end. Should ask that question every day and plug the leaks. So,
well, and it helps. What I would say is it's important to look. It's to look for the leaks. It's not like the leaks are always going to be very apparent. You're going to have to sit down and say, hey, let me just spend some time looking at our expenses, looking at our processes, looking at how we do the job, and just watching and observing and saying, hey, where are we wasting? Where's the waste? Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cash Flow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.